And I'm Emma Larios.
We're reporting today about the hantavirus that is spreading around the Atlanta metro area. It is spreading rapidly throughout the communities, so watch out for any rodents that could be infected with this virus. The highly infectious airborne virus is contagious and can cause respiratory infections that can potentially kill humans.
Yes, folks, this can kill you, but don't be alarmed. We have reports that the CDC is investigating this dramatic outbreak. Also, we're hearing rats are invading our area. For your safety, please keep your windows and doors locked. And if you have pets outdoors, please bring them in because they can be infected by this virus as well.
The first case of this virus began in 1993 in an area known as the Four Corners, which includes Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. The investigation began with a young couple that suffered from a pulmonary disease, and days later they both passed away.
This caused the CDC to investigate their homes and the areas they lived in. Many other cases were reported in California. They found a deer mouse inhabited in the area. They took tissues from the deer mouse and compared it to the people who got the disease and grew it in a laboratory. When they received the results, they named it the sin nombre, which is also known as Hantavirus, HPS.
Let's report with Casey, who is at Georgia Gwinnett College at this moment.
Good morning, folks. We are exploring Georgia Gwinnett College campus. There has been numerous reports of rodent infestation. As we can see here, we have rats crawling all around the campus, and this has become a major issue due to the recent hantavirus outbreak. As I'm walking around the campus, I come in contact with feces left by the rat, which can potentially be infected with the hantavirus. Let me be careful here. And do you have any explanation for this outbreak? Oh, he's running away. We have to be careful where we walk. You cannot see this virus because it's 100 nanometer in size. It's a single-stranded RNA segment that's enclosed by a lipid envelope that contains glycoproteins around it. Also, it can only be seen with the electron microscope.
Thank you, Casey, for that quick report. We'll be back with you shortly. This virus has special protein that helps it attach, invade, and replicate. Virus cannot reproduce on their own. It is in need of a host for reproduction.
Hantavirus is an enveloped virus which enters the cell through endocytosis, and as it does, it has a piece of the cell membrane of the host attached around it. Soon after, it uncoats, and the plasma membrane uncovers the enveloped virus, and that's when the DNA starts to replicate. It then moves through the cytoplasm and ends up going to the Golgi apparatus complex, where it helps in budding. The LRNA encodes the L protein, which functions as a viral transcription factor. The transcription of viral genes is initiated by protein with the three nucleocaspid sections, the small, medium, and large RNA. The viral L protein is also used to cleave cellular mRNAs for the production of primers used to initiate transcription. The viral N and L mRNAs are thought to undergo translation at free ribosomes, whereas the M mRNA is translated in the endoplasmic reticulum.
The G1 and G2 glycoprotein is the mRNA encoded protein that is cleaved to yield the envelope glycoprotein G1 and G2. G1 and G2 glycoprotein from heterodimers and are then transported from the endoplasmic reticulum to the Golgi complex. Hantavirons are believed to be formed by association of nucleocapside with glycoprotein embedded in the membrane of the Golgi, followed by budding.
As we have here, we have Robbie Stanford about to testify about what happened to his grandmother.
My grandmother didn't know she had rats in her home until she encountered one at night in the kitchen. She was cleaning the rat's feces, but she didn't know he was infected with the virus. After that night, she began having fevers, chills. A couple days later, she began to get worse and started having really bad headaches, and she began very nauseous. Later that afternoon, she had a shortness of breath, and we rushed her to the hospital, and we found out she had HPS.
If you have any of these symptoms, please seek your doctor right away. Thank you, Robbie Stanford, for your testimony. Now let's look around the neighborhoods near Georgia Gwinnett College. Let's go, folks. Well, folks, we also found rats walking around the neighborhood near Georgia Gwinnett College. So we see a man walking his dog. Let's go. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, hi.
May you please follow your dog?
Sure. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Thank you. What's his name?
Coco.
Hi, Coco. Hi, sweetie.
Come on, Coco, go.
Coco doesn't want to come with me, you guys. Okay. If Coco comes in close contact with the rat, he can become infected with the hantavirus. If he becomes infected, the hantavirus lives in his body and takes over. So this is called parasitism. So parasitism is a non-mutualistic relationship where the host doesn't benefit, but the virus does. Let me return Coco to his owner. Come on, Coco. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please stay out of the streets that the hantavirus is going around. You don't want to become infected, nor
Okay.
does your dog.
Thank you.
Have a good one,
All right,
sir.
thank you. Thank you.
This virus is family to the Virology virus. Up on my screen, you will see the phylogenetic tree of the hantavirus.
On the phylogenetic tree, it begins with Topsovirus, which is a virus that affects a plant species, and beneath branches the Hantavirus, which is closely related to the Topsovirus, and it's a virus that comes from rodent and affects the human species. Also, cattle and dogs and other living organisms. And beneath the Hantavirus comes Norovirus. The Norovirus comes from mosquito, ticks, and fleas. And also, it can affect humans, sheep, and cattle. And lastly comes the Febovirus, which comes from mosquito, ticks, and fleas also, and can affect human, sheep, and cattle. And this one is least related to the hantavirus.
Now we're back at Georgia Gwinnett College campus. We have explored many places where the rat invasion has occurred. It's important to know where the hantavirus came from. If it wasn't for that incident in 1993 where the couple suffered from pulmonary disease, we would have never found out that the hantavirus existed in rodents. Thankful for the new technology and science that have advanced over time, and also the CDC for getting involved in the investigation of the hantavirus. We still need to be careful about the hantavirus occurring in our cities and also in our communities. Now we have to protect our friends and family from this virus. We can easily become infected because there's still no cure to this. So it's important to take care of your homes, take care of your community, and stay away from the hantavirus. Well, folks, this is it. I guess this is the ending of the hantavirus exploration. And what do you have to say about this too?